Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you how to buy breakouts. I'm going to use PLTR as an example. I bought PLTR August 21st. So before we even get to the breakout day, let's talk about the setup going into it. Okay, so I took a screen grab and I moved it over to Sketchpad. So this is the setup prior to the breakout. Okay, so before even considering a breakout, let's look at the setup. So we have a gap up, a momentum burst, and then we have a trading range here. Within this trading range, we have a even smaller, tighter trading range. So I'm looking at this level here as my daily breakout level. Okay, so I cannot and I will not just use this level as a trigger or as a entry level. There's a few other things that have to happen prior to price going through that for me to consider that a breakout. I want to objectively measure that the breakout candle is a breakout candle and not just going through a daily level. So how do I measure that? So you have the daily range, which is the high and the low, and then you have the candle body, which is the open and the close or the current price. So not only do I need a daily range to consider a breakout level, or not a daily range, sorry, a trading range to consider a breakout level, but I need both the day's range and the candle body to be greater than the previous day. So if we're going to use this as our breakout day simulator candle, okay, this candle, the breakout candle, must be objectively larger than this day. And so what we can do is, as real time as I can get, I took a screen grab. Okay, if you look here, the day's range expansion is -4, which means it is not as big as the prior day. The candle body is greater, but the daily range is not. So you can see this was taken in real time. Okay, this was taken at 11:04 a.m. on 8/21. And I wrote to the trading group. I wrote, what'd I write? I wrote, not a breakout yet. Not a breakout yet. Okay, we know that because the candle body has not shown that expansion yet. So once it breaks above that level, now we can say that, okay, has it expanded past that breakout level, that trading range, okay, because we needed to align with the daily consolidation level. So has it gone through that consolidation level? Yes, we can use our eyeballs. Yes. Now, how do we measure that? Well, again, took a screen grab. At the moment I bought it, I took a screen grab. So this is what it looked like. It's above the consolidation prior consolidation. And then if we objectively measure trading range, I'm using ATR here, to measure the breakout level, I am just using the current trading range. It is breaking out. So is the daily range greater than previous day? Yes. Is the candle body greater than previous day? Yes. And is it breaking out above a daily consolidation level? Yes. Therefore, that's an entry. That is how I buy breakouts. Now, and at the time of the breakout, it was only 70% from the low in the context of its ATR. So I have no problem buying breakouts when the current price is 80% of the ATR, I go as far as 120% of the ATR. I don't care. What I'm not going to do is wait. Okay, I'm not going to wait. So if all the things are aligned, I'll buy. Okay, I'm not just going to randomly wait for it to go higher. Why would I wait? I'm not going to wait. So this could happen 10 minutes after the session, 2 hours after the session, 10 minutes before the end of the session. We bought it. It ended up going higher. Now, if you're using this higher consolidation level as your entry point, now you're way past that that distance from the low, and now your risk reward is skewed. So if you missed it, then you buy it here. Your risk to reward is skewed a little bit. You can shorten your stop up by using maybe half the day's range or under this consolidation level to kind of shorten up that and get a bigger size. But nonetheless, the context matters, right? And so had it gapped down and then traded higher and then took it out, is that still a buy? Even if the ATR, the distance from the low, is 140, 160% of the ATR, yeah, it's still a good buy. You would have to shorten up the stop and tighten that risk up to get a bigger size. But something like this, a lot of people want to argue saying you have to buy as early as possible. Well, I agree. And this is not as early as possible because this is still within that trading range. This is not as early as possible. This is a random trade. This is a nothing trade. This is an anticipation. This is as early as possible. I would argue that when people say you have to buy as early as possible, this is as early as possible. Okay? Because there's going to be a whole lot of buyers buying at all-time high or new all-time high. And if this is going to go 3 to 5 day momentum burst, then buying on day one at the breakout level, then yes, you are buying as early as possible. That is how I buy breakouts. Whether this works or not, I have no idea. I cannot predict the future, but this is a textbook entry for a breakout buy that I do and teach in Voyage Trading Group, and that's it. I cannot explain it any further. This is it.